Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kirsten here for another Thursday Spa Business Break where I'm talking about spa business and all the different aspects that's needed to run a profitable and purposeful business. Because with the spa industry, it's certainly not an industry that we get into to just make a ton of money. It really is a purpose-driven career choice to make, isn't it? Okay, so today I am talking about profits through product knowledge. Now, this isn't a new topic. We all know that when we have a really deep understanding of the product knowledge of the products that we carry in the spa, that it does increase our retail sales. But I kind of want to give a little bit of a bigger picture to this topic and talk about what's broken when it comes to using kind of product knowledge as a sales tool. Now, what is actually broken, I feel, in this industry is that even though we are sending our teams to product knowledge, we ourselves are going to product knowledge classes and learning about ingredient decks and how those ingredients affect the skin, or for whatever product that you're using, as far as it could be pedicures, could be lashes. I mean, we've got a ton of different niches here when we're talking about product knowledge. But what I feel is the gap as far as product knowledge preventing you from actually leveraging your sales has to do with the gap in being able to communicate what you know about product knowledge. I've seen and I've talked to many spa owners and estheticians who they truly do know their stuff. You know, get a client on the table, on their spa table, and they can give the most amazing treatment outcomes for them. But the part that gets kind of sticky is this piece within sales, and it has to do with communication, and it has to do with the tools that we have in order to communicate. So what I'm really talking about here is there's a couple of pieces. So yes, let's go to product knowledge. Yes, you've got your training. Yes, you've been studying all your ingredient decks and all the features and benefits. Now what? How come you can't seem to turn it into some sales? And when it comes to the spa industry, we sell time. So it's even more crucial for us to leverage our retail sales because we only have so much time in a day. And for those of you, especially you solo esties out there, the solo spa owners who are just killing it with your clients and you guys are fully booked and you may be booked out for weeks. I know there's lots of you like this. The only way at this point for you to leverage your earning is to kick up your retail sales. Because that's all you got left, right? So you can sell much more in 5 minutes than you could ever do in a 5-minute treatment, right? And your client will get way better outcomes with a product at home using it on a daily basis than you can do just a short treatment in the spa. So when it comes to leveraging your profits through retail sales, for sure, you have to know your products. But the next step from there is how are you communicating your product knowledge to your clients? So the first gap that I see has to do with features and benefits. And I see this all the time, not only with communicating with their clients, just verbally in, trying to share their skincare prescription of what they'd recommend. But I also see this happening a lot when it comes to service descriptions or creating, social media posts or kind of marketing copy. There is a gap between understanding how to communicate the features and the benefits. What I notice is that a lot of estheticians and spa owners get caught up in talking about the features. That's the what. That is, it's a facial that has a glycolic peel and it has a hydrating mask. Those are features. The benefits are the outcomes. So what I want, one point I want to make sure you really hear today is if you are struggling with your retail sales, and you know your product knowledge and you know your ingredient decks, it's likely that you may be focusing your conversations too much on the features and not the benefits. The benefits are the outcomes. That's truly only what the client really cares about is the outcome. What will it do for me? We're all nerdy about ingredient decks. We love all that stuff. But for the most part, our clients, unless they're super savvy, typically they want kind of a general understanding of what the features are, but they're more interested in the actual outcomes. That's what they're paying for. So if you can start breaking down how you communicate when you're going over your skincare prescription with your clients, if you can start focusing more on the benefits, the outcomes, rather than just the what of the product, you will find that clients will become much more receptive. Now, how this translates, if you are a spa owner, how do I get my clients, how do I get my team members to do this on a consistent basis? It means that this is part of a sales system within the spa. So you have sales goals, you have service goals, you have retail goals, but you need to give your team some support tools in order to make those sales goals. So one of those tools is scripts, sales scripts or customer service scripts. Now, for those of you that come from the corporate world and you're like, I hate scripts, I don't want to give my team scripts. It's not like we're making it super regimented, like you have to say this. It really gives your team members, especially your newbie team members, a place to start talking, because sometimes, as you know, when it comes to the sales aspect of especially retail sales or trying to suggest another service, estheticians can kind of start tripping up over their words, and they don't feel super confident about, like, how do I say this? Like, I know it works, but how do I get this across in a non-salesy way? So that whole mind overthinking gets in the way of them communicating. So that is why I highly suggest that you have sales scripts for your team when it comes to selling retail sales at that prescription stage of their treatment. So definitely one of the tools is to have some sales scripts. You know, once they start getting comfortable with that particular script, they can make it their own. It's just they need a starting place so that they can bypass the monkey mind that's going on about, oh, I'm feeling freaked out about selling. I don't want her to feel like it's too pressured, and just bypasses that. Okay, here's a script. It may feel a little awkward at first, but then they get comfortable with it and make it their own, which is exactly what you want, because then it starts feeling sounding a little bit more authentic for them, which always feels much better as far as sales when we're talking about sales in the spa industry. All right, the other piece, the other tool that you want to make sure that you have if you want to leverage your product knowledge and your retail sales is to use a tool like a prescription pad. So again, I'm really mostly talking about skin services, but I'm not leaving out, you know, pedicures, manicures, that kind of thing. You don't need to necessarily have a full page skincare prescription for manicures and pedicures, but what you can do, and it's super affordable, is to purchase like a little 4x4 pad from Vistaprint and make it like a little RX pad. A little prescription pad, almost like you get at the doctor's, and you would have on the lines, you'd have the client name, you'd have the service provider name, the date, the service that they had, and then a bunch of lines in there so that your service providers can just jot a few notes about the products that they've recommended. But definitely if you are a skin therapist, if you have a skin business, and definitely if you have a team, you need some sort of skincare prescription tool. I know a lot of your skincare companies have these tools, but some of them they have almost too much stuff on them, so they can almost look a little bit too cluttered. So you can definitely create your own in a Google Doc and have it printed out, a whole bunch of them printed out, and then have your team members just fill it in by hand. So as far as leveraging profits with your product knowledge, it can't just end with product knowledge. You have to have some tools in there in order to be able to leverage your product knowledge, because product knowledge is only one piece of the equation. We have to arm ourselves or our team with tools in order to take that product knowledge to the end as far as being able to have a successful sale. And I don't mean sleazy sales at all. You guys, I hope, know me. It has to do with products that they truly need, products that they've told you they want some sort of result or outcome. So this is all very client-centric and based on their needs, of course. So profits through product knowledge, this product retail sales is a huge place where we can leverage our business, especially in the skincare industry. Sometimes with the other niches, you might just have to get a little bit creative as far as what you're selling, but it's definitely doable, and it is a very strong way to earn more in your spa business. All right, thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions about sales systems and what that entails, because I just talked about a little piece today. I talked about scripts and just one tool, the skincare prescription pad. But there are there's multiple scripts that you can provide your team with. Different scripts, like there's different points of the service that you'll need different scriptings. You'll need certain scripting for the consultation. You'll need certain scripting at skin analysis. You'll need certain scripting at the end when they're ready to get out of the bed, but you want to present them with their skincare, home care routine. So there's all sorts of places in the guest experience to seed the sale in a very authentic and very helpful way. So at the end of the day, it's not like you're at the end of the treatment, you're like, oh man, I forgot to talk about products and now I have to try to sell something. And then that feels super awkward and your client totally picks up on that. Hey Sylvia, great to see you today. Nice to see you here. But yeah, there's other scripts here that you want to consider, like scripts for overcoming objections. We've got overcoming certain objections like, oh, I've got lots of products at home that I want to use up first. There's a script that you can use to overcome that objection in a very, what would you say, like honest but yet just like it's not snarky or anything. I can't remember. I can't think of the word right now. But another objection would be, what else? I had a list of them. I'm just kind of gapping out on them. But that's one of the big ones as far as objections has to do with, oh, I've got lots of product at home I want to use up. So you need to be prepared for those objections to come back at them with yeah, that's okay. I totally get that. But how well is that working for you? Because you told me at the beginning of the treatment that you were concerned with this, this, and this, and what you're using isn't actually helping that. So it's entirely up to you, but you did let me know that it wasn't working for you. So it's here for you when you're ready to pick it up. Your skincare prescription is on file. So that's what I mean about having a script, something that is easy for you to roll off your tongue and for your team to roll off their tongue as well. All right, if you have any other questions about sales systems, about scripts, about sales tools, just drop them in the comments and I will help you out. All right, thanks for joining me for today's Thursday Spa Business Break. I will be back here next Thursday at 12 noon Pacific. Thanks for showing up, guys. See you later.